Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic negotiation tactics basically. Friend, today's topic is very easy to understand and most of the people I know that they are already using the negotiation and negotiation different techniques they are already using. However friend, basically if you are a student and studying project management and business administration, so friend, with respect to exam point of view, this is a very important topic and you will see this topic in the exam, especially if you talk about PMP exam or project management exam. With respect to project management exam, this topic is very important, and at least 4 to 5 questions will definitely be there in the exam which are directly related to the topic negotiation or negotiation tactics. So this is very important that you must have to understand and knowledge that what is negotiation, what are the negotiation tactics. Secondly, friend, if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization as a professional project manager, so you must have to know that what is negotiation and how to deal, what are the tactics to use the negotiation and how to be a successful negotiator. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Negotiation tactics. First of all, friend, we have to understand that what is negotiation. Okay, before going into the deep, we must have to understand what is negotiation basically. Friend, as per the definition, negotiation is a method by which people settle differences. It is a process by which compromise or agreement is reached while avoiding argument and dispute. See, friend, whenever we are working together, more than two person or more than two persons, it is a very common thing that dispute occur or conflicts occur. First of all, remember friend one thing, that disputes or especially conflicts, whenever we talk about conflicts are not bad. These are positive things. Whenever we are working together, we have to face conflicts, we have to face difference of opinion. So as a project manager or as a senior resource, as a project manager especially, you must have to able to deal with those conflicts and disputes and you have to find some way around so that things can be settled down and you can proceed further without any dispute or without any having any argument. Let me give you an example. Just take an example like you are implementing e-commerce solution and you are planning to deploy the build of software by within this week. Okay, and you are sitting with your team members like technical lead and DB administrator. One resource is saying that we must have to deploy the release by tomorrow with two resources. Another person is saying that we must have to deploy the release of day after tomorrow with one resource only. So everyone has their own concept, everyone has their own perception, and based on that they are saying something. Friend, as a project manager, you should have to able, first of all, you should have your own opinion. You should have the knowledge and control on the project so that you can take decision either it should be deployed on tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and based on your knowledge and based on your experiences you should have to take the decision. And remember friend one thing, that whatever the decision you are taking, whatever the things you are negotiating, it should be based on some logic and some knowledge. It should not be any emotional decision. It should have to be based on some logic and some knowledge. Okay, so friend, negotiation means that you are negotiating the things based on knowledge and logic, and you are settling down the things without any difference of without any dispute, without any negativity within the team, and settling down the teams, and they are moving forward and moving towards ahead. So friend, negotiation is very important. Remember friend one thing, I was just giving you an example. Negotiation you have to at multiple stages. Like for example, you went out to purchase something, like you want to purchase uh, a, a cloth, let's suppose. And it's a very common phenomena you have definitely see. And bargaining is also a type of negotiation, friend. Bargaining is also another type of negotiation in which you are bargaining the things, you are negotiating the things. And after some point, after some negotiation, you reached at some point which is acceptable for you as well, and it is acceptable for other party as well. Okay, so this is another example of negotiation. So friend, whenever we talk about negotiation, it means that you are settling down the differences, settling down the difference of opinions, and without any negativity, without any issues among the team members, with the customer, and you are moving forward, moving ahead. That is called as a negotiation. Friend, what are the tips for negotiation? First of all, friend, listen more than you talk. From very important things, friend. Whenever we are negotiation, first of all, we have to listen. Friend, if you want to become a very good negotiator, if you want to become a good communicator, remember, friend, one thing, that your listening skills should be very good. Like you should have to listen it properly, like what the other person wants to say. Okay, then use the timings to your advantage. Timing means that, friend, whatever the action you are taking, the timing is very important. Uh, for example, just take an example, like you want to purchase some stocks and shares, for example. So here the timing is very important, that you must know, for example, at the end of the month it is good to purchase some stock. Similarly, at the end of the year it is good to purchase the property. I'm just giving you an example. So you should have to know that at what timing what action is good, is better, and you should have to take it or you should have to avoid it. So the timing factor is very important. Then friend, always try to find the right frame to for the negotiation. Right frame means, friend, that for example, you have seen that some resource is not performing well. Okay, or for example, you have noticed that he has made a very big mistake, a very big blunder on the production, let's suppose. So the right frame means that, friend, if you are sitting on the tea with friends and with him, and at that moment if you start talking with him, and if you start negotiating with him and telling him that he was doing the mistake, so it is not the right frame. Why? Because, see, friend, like many people are sitting around and obviously he will not feel comfortable in that scenario. So the right frame means that, friend, that you can talk with him separately, and you can sit with him separately and discuss with him that whatever the mistakes he was doing, you should have to mention it. You should have to communicate to him. Also, friend, very important factor is that, very important factor, that, friend, you should have the knowledge by yourself. If you have the knowledge by yourself, then you can talk to other person. Remember, friend, one thing, that if you are talking on some topic with some person, if you are negotiating with some person, and you don't have the knowledge by your own self, honestly saying that, friend, that after some moments the other person will realize that you don't have the clear knowledge, and he will finish the negotiation. So, friend, whenever you are negotiating the things, it is very important that you must have to prepare yourself before talking to someone else, because if you have the knowledge more than that other person, so obviously the other person will respect you. And if you don't have the knowledge by your own self, you are trying to convince the other person and you don't have the knowledge by your own self, so obviously the other person will not respect you, will not give value to your opinion, and he will try to avoid the negotiation and communication, and he will try to cut off, he will try to run out from the negotiation. Always get when you give. That means, friend, this is basically a business technique. For example, if you are giving a 5% discount on some project, so you should have to make sure that that 5% will be covered on some other project. So whenever you are giving something always so you should have to make some scenario that you will get this get something as well. Always be willing to walk friend, like whenever someone requests you to come, whenever you need to go somewhere, so you should be active and just go there, talk with them, sit with them, talk with them on the tea, on the dinner, on the meetings. And if you have to go to somewhere, so you should have to be go there. Like as a project manager, if we talk about project manager, it should be a person who should be always on the toes. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thank you, thanks a lot for your time.